Hi YouTube. I want to talk about my experience giving birth to my daughter Seraphim. And when I was pregnant, I looked at a whole bunch of videos to inform me and help me with preparing myself to deliver and to go through the aches and pains of pregnancy. The truth of the matter is, I didn't really have aches and pains. I was blessed. I was really blessed. My pains really started when my water broke on my due date, which was October 1st, 2016. I got it spot on with the ultrasound and everything. I had her at 4 a.m. in the morning. When, like most women, they experience contractions or Braxton Hicks throughout the whole pregnancy, and they feel tired. Well, I was active. I was very active until my third trimester. That's when I felt unbalanced and heavy and tired. It was pretty horrible. I didn't like that. I hate being inside the house. I love doing things outside. I love being active. I played hacky sack and I tried to play basketball, and I rode my bike and I walked everywhere, and that helped a lot. I got cramps a little bit in my lower belly area, but what do you expect? I was carrying a baby. Yeah, when my water broke, before my water broke, the only time I had pain was when I was using the restroom. Number one, peeing, sorry. When I peed, I had cramping down there and it hurt. It's like, what is this? And then it stopped when I was done. So it's like, these aren't contractions. Is this a urine infection, a urine tract infection? But I didn't know. I had no idea because it stopped. And then I had to go again like an hour later, and it hurt just the same. And then it stopped and went away. It was perfect. And then I went to bed, and then 4 hours later, maybe I woke up and I was in pain. I was tossing and turning, and then it just kept on getting worse and worse. I'm like, these are contractions. These are contractions. This is my due date. And then my water broke. I told my husband to call my friend. She was going to take us down to Bakersfield. That's where my obstetrician was. But my contractions were instantly less than 2 minutes apart. So we called the ambulance instead. Or we called the ambulance before we called her. And we chose that I would go to Mountain Mesa Hospital. That's 30 minutes from where I live, instead of going an hour and a half to Bakersfield to my doctor. We went to this hospital that wasn't equipped for delivering babies. It was relaxing for me. I was well prepared. It was not really scary for me at all. I had a lot of support. I looked up a lot of videos. Like I said, I was well prepared. When I reached Mountain Mesa, I was 9 centimeters dilated, which was quick, I guess. It was really fast. We had to wait for the obstetrician, of course. That's just how it is. I had the whole emergency room to myself, just about. I was the only patient there. My dad, my husband, and my mother was there with me when I was on the table. It was doable for the first hour or two. It was doable. I didn't have to push. I didn't have an urge to push at all. And when the obstetrician came, oh no, not when the obstetrician came, I was still like tossing and turning on the gurney, or not the gurney, the hospital bed. And I told my mom I can't do this, and I wanted to beg for epidural or something. Originally, I wanted it all natural. And they denied me because, well, I was too far dilated. And I was so happy that they denied me. I'm so proud of myself. I had to do it all natural. It was wonderful. Not really wonderful. It hurt. The worst part of it for me was the exhaustion part. My dad and my husband were my stirrups on each side of my legs to hold my legs up to help me push when it was time to push. I forgot when it was really time to push. When the stomach pain, it increased so much I could barely handle it. And then when he finally said push, I started pushing. I had no urge beforehand to push. Usually when women tell their stories, they're like, I felt the urge to push. I had to push. I couldn't just not push. That's this instinct. I didn't really feel that. But when I did start pushing, almost all the pain went away in my stomach when I pushed. It was a relief. I loved it so much. Pushing what saved my life. Just kidding. I would have been alive anyways. But in the pain scale, it was awesome. It took almost all of my stomach pain away. And then I pushed for as long as I could, and then when I stopped, the pain built up again really fast, and it hurt so bad, and I wanted to push before the contraction came because I wanted it to go away. I mean, like, when it was intense, the highest, I guess, I'm not sure, but I wanted a good breath to push with all my might. I wanted that baby out of me. It hurt. I couldn't really look at my husband. At least I didn't curse him out or anything bad, like my dad or other people expected me to. I try to speak life. What else? The head, pushing out her head was the hardest part because it took forever. The doctors and my mom was like, I see the hair, I see the hair. There's some hair. I'm like, okay, I didn't care. I just wanted her head out. I wanted her out. I don't care if you see the hair. That means it's still in me. That was frustrating. The doctors were really nice. He was a retired obstetrician, so that was good. I had that. He was joking. He was funny. He was awesome. But I hated it because I wasn't in the mood then. I was grumpy. I was mad. I hated everything. But eventually the baby came, and she was blue. I expected that, but seeing her come out of me blue took me by surprise. It wasn't really a baby-friendly hospital. They put her right in an incubator. I wanted to originally breastfeed, so I wanted her to be put on me and whatnot, but during the time, I just let them to clean her up and do what they thought was right. I mean, it was right. She's healthy. She's fine. So I'm blessed to have them. It was a good experience for me. It was pretty bad, but I prepared myself for worse. The whole time when I dreamed, I would like black out because the pain was so bad, but now it wasn't as bad as I expected, and I would totally have another child again. I mean, it was painful. I'll never forget it, ever. But I don't believe it's the most painful thing in the world. That's my experience. I don't know if I really covered everything. I'm not writing down stuff and reading it as I go along. I'm just free-flowing. This is my first YouTube video, so just bear with me on that. If you have any more questions or want to know more information or whatnot, about your pregnancy or whatever, somebody else, a baby, mama issues, since I'm a mom. My baby is 4 months, gonna be 5 months on the 1st, by the way. I'm so excited and proud. But yeah, you just comment or message. I'm not really sure how YouTube really works. I'll get a hold of it. So, thank you for watching if you seem to find me. Bye.